Here's my opinion of push to connect fittings. They're great like for an emergency, a temporary repair, or somewhere where it's going to be exposed and you're always going to be able to get to it and see it. We were working on a remodel job, and it was probably 95% complete. All the plumbing, most of the plumbing was in, but they knew there were problems with the guy they had doing the plumbing before, so, and I had been over there and given quotes to do this job several times to the guy who they ended up firing. And I'm not trying to criticize anybody. Everybody does the best they can, but this all these pipes here, I'm using a piece of PEX for my pointer, and all these pipes down here that I've got laid out were in areas like up in ceilings that were going to be covered up with sheetrock, or in walls that were going to be covered and painted, and valves were going to be covered. I like to be able to get to stuff like this because that could be a problem down the road. And any kind of fitting can be a problem down the road, but if these things aren't well supported, most of these had weird bends in them, and stressed and hanging, and weight hanging from them. That's just that's a recipe for disaster, impending disaster. And this is a really nice home, and so we got rid of all this stuff and plumbed it correctly. I want to show you a couple of things here. Like this valve right here is called a saddle tap T. In Georgia, they're actually illegal to use them. And that was up in a ceiling, going to an ice maker upstairs. And there was, once they covered the ceiling up, there was no way to get to that valve. And those things are notorious for rusting up eventually, because it's just got a little metal needle that comes through there and pierces a pipe, and then you open it back up and that's your valve. It's called a saddle tap. But so we cut that out and put on a right correct kind of shut off stop. This gas line was stubbed out for a cooktop stove in the basement, and of course we crunched all that copper up. We pulled it all out. It's the wrong size for one thing. The other thing, it already had a lot of dents and stuff in it that you could see, and it was stubbed out of the wall. This part was in the wall and it was coming this way. And that is a flare fitting right there. So they had the thing on backwards. That flare nut was barely sticking out of the wall. That's how you connect the copper to the valve. And there was nothing on this end. And they just had a piece of tape around this handle to keep anybody from accidentally opening it. This is supposed to have a little piece of pipe in it and a cap until it's ready to connect. That way if somebody accidentally hits that valve and it opens, there's no way for gas to come through. It's also, you know, you got to test these things when you turn the gas back on. You got to test them. You can't test that valve unless you got another piece of pipe and a cap on the end of it. So we took all that out and did that correctly, but that right there is dangerous the way that was. And that was a disaster waiting to happen. And all the shark bite stuff was a disaster waiting to happen. So, you know, I named my company Plumb Smart for a reason. And I've been a master plumber for 35 years now, and I run into stuff like this all the time. Some of it's just, well, it's all poor work. Some of it's by ignorance, some of it's on purpose, somebody just trying to make a quick buck. But whenever
I see it and I know it's going to get covered up in a wall, I tear it out and redo it right. If I see it like in a unfinished basement or something like that, I'll bring it to the homeowner's attention. But I mean, I've got a shark bite in my house on a hose bit, but it's in the basement and I know where it is, and it's an unfinished area, so I'm okay with that. It's just a matter of what you're okay with. And I've got a shut-off valve on the downstream side of that shark bite too, so if anything happens, it'll cut off. And I also have a fin automatic water shut-off valve on my house. So if anything were to leak in my house, that fin would detect it within moments, and it would shut my water off for me, whether I'm home or not. So, you know, plumbers who always see disasters take extra precautions. So anyway, that's about all I got to say today. We're going back to this house next week to finish up. We probably got about a half to 3/4 of a day to get everything else complete. It's going to be a really nice home when it's finished. It's they're doing the work right now. But anyway, this is Paul with Plumb Smart signing out. Y'all have a great weekend. Bye.